Yo guys, let's just do this. I'm in a really productive mood today, and I got a lot of trouble sleeping. This is gonna be what I call the rapid fire round with Silicon Crypto. And what we're gonna do really quickly is basically just go over every coin, and all that we're gonna choose, what we're gonna do is I'm only allowed to watch it from this specific time frame, okay? That's the criteria we're gonna set. And I'm only allowed to look at it exactly how I see this and for every coin. You know what I mean? I'm talking about like that, right? In that specific zone only from March until today, okay? And then we're also going to use Fibonacci as well, okay? And we're going to talk about price action. That's kind of it. Price action, Fibonacci, and just what I see here. No RSI, no MACD, nothing at all. And we're going to go from there. Let's start with Bitcoin. We see Bitcoin leading the way in terms of rallying, and every other coin has made some major plateaus already, and like sometime between August and middle of September, and they ended up plateauing down pretty hard. Whereas Bitcoin ended up rallying from the $9,800 regions all the way up to 40%, and that was predictable. We nailed every single prediction almost with Bitcoin, and we knew it was going to get to $14,000. Okay, we see now that a correction is overdue. Okay, it really is overdue sometime soon, because all these other coins are correcting hard too. I see that right now it's consolidating into this specific section right there, right? And we don't know what's going to happen yet. But based on price action, we could see, actually, I'm sorry, I wasn't allowed to do that. I broke my own rule. We can see that right here, it's tightening up hard, and it could end up becoming some sort of these inside bar candles, right? So moving on to ADA. Okay, so what we see for ADA here is we see a parabolic move to the upside and a fairly parabolic move to the upside, and then and more so between linear and parabolic, I'll say. And then we get a nice correction to the downside. We get a Fibonacci retracement range here of between 0.5 and 618, right? And then we end up rallying really hard. And we are downtrending right now, right? On the daily, we're seeing that it's kind of forming a candle right now that could end up becoming a hammer candle, and we see this parabolic move to the downside that could end up going up. I want to make note of something here because if my memory serves me right, a lot of other coins broke below what we thought was support around the September range. Okay, so we did retracement already at 0.5, and we talked about price action as well. Okay, and and we did Fibonacci. Sorry, I'm kind of loopy right now. I'm just tired, but I can't sleep. And then when you take this fib range right now, we say, oh my goodness, we're actually at 618. Kind of cool. And I'm in a pretty decent position right now already. I'm already up 4%. But it wasn't that filled. I only ended up getting about 40,000 coins there. So I only got into like a $4,000-$5,000 position. Actually like a $3,000, like $4,000, yeah, about. So it's kind of crappy. I didn't get more, but I was kind of just watching movies. Okay, next one here. So ADA, I respect a rally. Okay, rally. Ethereum, we see big rally here, and of course it reached the peak, like I mentioned, sometime between August and September, right? Usually, or mid-September, reached the peak there, and then it ended up dropping pretty hard here. And now what we're seeing is Bitcoin, for example, keeps going up right now, right? And the majority of these coins right now are basically in some sort of retracement range on the upside to there, right? Or it's making, passing way below these particular interim lows and making a lower low. So right now I see Ethereum right now just not even, oh sorry, I was going to talk about EMA, but I'm not allowed to, I forgot. So now we're just seeing these types of patterns, right? Something's come down, and that's basically something like that happening. So right now, I'm not sure what to think of this in particular, except this could have been an A, B, C, D, and E perhaps, right? And then we got a few more waves coming to the downside. So I haven't been following Ethereum enough to make a really good estimate or prediction on it. And then we take a look at LTC, boring as fuck. Let's get out of here. And then we take a look at Link and Ethereum, right? They're kind of the same. When you think of like sort of in terms of like this specific structure here, where it could have made like an A, B, C, D, E, right? And then you see Ethereum, and you see that type of structure as well. That's just like, what the heck, right? You know what I'm saying? Same thing there. That could have been an A, B, C, D, E. We're basically seeing this. That to that, that to that, that to that, that to that, and something, like something like that. So Ethereum and Link right now are very much so similar. I couldn't even make a prediction on this guy at all yet, but just based on price action and retracement, right? We ended up retracing pretty well already at the 61.8 golden ratio range. So I'm not really following Link, so that's all I can comment on. Right now, I'm not a fan of these specific structures. I don't want to trade those, okay? I don't want to trade those because these are unpredictable, and there's not many confluent reasons. I would basically be guessing if I got into trade. V-Chain is one of the ones. Remember I was talking about, you know, making a low there earlier, like sometime in September, and then we ended up moving to the upside pretty much for every coin, like this one too, right? Like ADA 2, it ended up moving to the upside. Whereas VET right here, it ended up going to the downside, which was really sad. It ended up making a lower low, which is scary as well, okay? So now that's making a lower low, we would like to take a retracement range of here. Okay? We take a retracement range and we say, what the fuck, we're at the golden ratio again. So now VET gets upgraded. Okay? It gets upgraded, moved up here. And I think that this is going to be pretty cool, where we could actually get like a double bottom here. I'm going to cheat, guys. I'm going to cheat, okay? I gotta know because I'm too excited right now. The daily is reaching a really low RSI there. The 4 hour, oh my god, it's so oversold. I'm keeping an eye on this right now. Oh my god, this is so exciting. I didn't even know there was an opportunity on that. So then if there is an opportunity on that, guys, we might be retracing the entire freaking structure. Okay? I'm talking about that entire wave. Holy shit, is that an ending fifth wave diagonal of some sort? That would make a wick on a higher time frame. See? That's why I did that. Oh my goodness, this could be it. Like, as long as we're bullishly, I'm cheating. I don't care for this one, guys. It's still coming to the downside. Daily is just coming to the downside a little bit. But it looks like there is room and potential for it to be bullish. Huge straight down. This is also a parabolic move to the downside. As you see, kind of like ADA. Take a look, right? That's a parabolic move down, so we might even get like a V-shaped correction upwards. I mean, even to the top of that channel over there. I don't know why it's not working for this feature. I hate how when you're holding on shift and you click on that. Oh, never mind, it does work. Weird. Right, that's like a 20% gain possibility. Maybe 15 to 17, I'd say. So that gets updated or upgraded pretty hard. And then the other coins, take a look at what's trending. Alright, so go to the markets. I just bookmark it because I go here often. Then I go to fiat market, and then I go to USDT, and then now we're going to take a look at volume as well, of course, okay? So 24-hour volume, right? This is by USD. Of course, Link is going to be up there. It's always trading pretty heavily right now, but Link is not that interesting to trade, in my opinion, because we're trying to prioritize, right? What's better? Do you know what I mean? So now, actually, Link is really fun. You take a look at Link, and we're definitely out of support right now as well. So I'm going to move this guy up a little bit. Okay, and then what else is popular right now? Let's have a look. What is going on here? Wi-Fi, right? I don't really trade that coin, but I think I'm going to start looking at it right now. Okay, let's add Wi-Fi to here. My dog Luna, she knows how to do a high five, right? She knows how to do high five really well. So sometimes my parents joke to her and they're like, Wi-Fi, Wi-Fi. She still gives a high five. And then sometimes I say to her, sci-fi, sci-fi. And she still fucking does it. Shit. What's Neo at anyways, guys? Isn't even doing anything decent. Where the hell is the volume here? What the fuck? Why is it not on here? Sorry guys, I get hostile when I'm just kidding. That's crappy. The volume is only 10 mil. I'm demoting you, Neo. You don't deserve to be up here right now. Clearly Wi-Fi is just parabolically moving to the downside. Like, what the fuck is this drop, bro? Damn. It only went up 11% just now. What the fuck? This is a great coin to be looking at right now. We're at, like, that's where it started, but the Fibonacci retracement range is unreliable. I'm gonna guess past 786. Shit, man. This is no bullishly diverging anything anywhere, so I'm not really... It's a really ugly... It's ugly. It's so fucking low on RSI here. I'm gonna add this to my watch list. No bullishly diverging RSI, because you don't get bullishly diverging RSI and parabolic drops down. It only becomes only on linear. Right, so you got nothing here. You got the first breakout to the top there. I kind of missed my entry already. This is on the 1 hour chart. I mean, it already spiked up 10%, so I fucking missed my entry, and that makes me mad. But you still get promoted. You're going higher up there. What's TRX doing? TRX is only at 25 mil right now, down 4%. We'll look at it anyways, but this one we're going to adopt only the daily between March. Nothing at all. That's interesting. Falling below the 55 EMA. Sideways like fuck. Like, who wants to trade this shit? 4 or 5% range over 30 days? You're so demoted. That's an ugly coin to look at right now. Ethereum, we went over it already. Should probably grant Ethereum the courtesy of being second from the top, because Ethereum is the one that did really well for me and changed my life a little bit. Do you guys know that? Like, oh, honestly, I just got emotional, like, just thinking about that. I literally had to pause the video for a minute there, because I was like, oh, I had a really good time with Ethereum back then. I remember, like, I literally had, like, $2,000 left to my name, okay? And then I was, like, I was buying a combination of, like, computer parts to mine it when it was under, like, way under, like, $1 at first I was mining it, okay? And I remember making like a few Ethereum a day with 6 GPUs, and I was mining it. I even wrote that how to mine fast and easy guide. Check this out. I'll show you guys, okay? If we check this out right here, okay? How to mine fast and easy for Windows 7, right? So we were all using Windows 7 back then, right? And it was really complicated to mine. And I wrote this in March of 2016. And people wanted a simple guide, and the guides to like, it was really difficult to download, like, to mine back then, right? So you had to, like, use a really crazy process and everything to minimize or to maximize, right? And I remember, like, it was such a bad grammar and shit like that, but I just wrote this at the end, and this was like in 2016. You got a chance, a small chance, if you play your cards right, to get filthy rich. For example, there's 1 year where $100 of Litecoin was worth $30,000 over just a period of a year. What you do now with your Ether is up to you. You can hoard it and hope, and I put in brackets, it will. Trust me, it won't go up so freaking much that it's going to blow your face away. This is when Ethereum was, holy shit, what were you back then? March of 2016. We got to go back to Poloniex days. We're gonna go FUSD. Let's go to Poloniex, because that's where I was trading back then, believe it or not. So this was in 2016, okay? Bear with me. 2016 of March. So we were like around like the $2 range. Like right around there, March, okay? Like we were like $5-6, not even. Actually, I want to know exactly what it was. March of 2016. Okay, it was like around there, right? It was like early March I wrote that, I think. Let's see what it was. I wrote this 2016 March. It was earlier, know that. So I was writing this little thing here, like literally when it was $6-7, and it's gonna blow your face, like when you hear the rest of it. It's crazy, right? The choice is yours, what you're going to do with it. Just remember, Ethereum is huge. This is the biggest thing that happened on the internet in the longest time. How much do you believe in Ethereum versus how much time you can afford to wait will determine what you do. I'm not rich by any means. Reading that back then just makes me laugh a little bit, eh? I don't have thousands of dollars to spend on rigs or thousands of dollars to hoard as much Ether as I can. But what I do have is faith, lots of it in Ethereum. I'm willing to take a huge risk to sit and wait on this Ether. What will 100 or 200 Ether mean 3 to 4 years from now? Ask yourself that. If you don't know, check out the history of popular coins like Bitcoin and Litecoin. Check out how much they skyrocketed in price. Read forums about people who sold them really early and didn't wait. Find out how much regret everyone had who had the chance to become millionaires. Read the success stories of 20-year-olds who spent $200 on Bitcoin and are now millionaires. When something this rare comes along, when something with this much opportunity comes along, believe in it like how I believe in it. Believe in Ethereum. This was an amazing guide, in my opinion, and yeah, I was like, for a period of a year, I was like buying computer parts to mine, and I was buying like Ethereum at a time, right? So I think I mined a total of like 200 Ethereum, and I also had like 200 Ethereum on top of that I bought, right? And that was like under $2,000 for like most of it altogether, you know, something like that. And then I just had 200 Ethereum, and then I sold it here. I still remember this day, man. It was yesterday, you know. I sold it right here, guys. In the 2017 bull market in Mayish, or June-ish almost, right? Like near the very, very end. It was like May the 30th or something. So I sold it around 300 and something dollars, all 400, right? So you can kind of imagine, you know, like you take $2,000 there, and then that's how I really started to get very serious about crypto, right? And yeah, so you have like 400 Ethereum, you sell at 350, and then all of a sudden, like within a few months, you have literally fucking 6 figures in your bank account, and you like don't even know if this is real, you know? And then yeah, I didn't sell at 350. I meant like 320ish around there, maybe. Like I got caught a really good wick. I definitely didn't catch these high ones up there though. And then this started forming like that. Okay, this was my. I didn't. You would be surprised that I did not even hold a lot of Bitcoin. I held maybe like 5 Bitcoin at most, right? I think 5 during the big rally, because I bought everything into, like, I saved it for like a trading account, right? Because I was trading very, very heavily as well, and also the majority of the money I bought into Ethereum again. And I thought I bought it during that breakout, man. I was watching this on the 4-hour chart. As soon as it broke up there, I bought it again around 350. That's when I noticed it, and I rolled that motherfucker to like around 1,000 something, 1,150, and that was like amazing. And then of course I caught that really big short, right, coming down, and then I caught the February 6th jump to the upside as well, right? Because most coins right there, February, like ended up going up big. And then I also caught the big bottoms over here as well on December 17th, etc. Actually, no, I didn't catch that one as well. Okay, anyways, going back to some coins. Wi-Fi is pretty interesting right now. It's downtrending very hard, but I don't see any signs of bullish diverging because it's parabolically moving to the downside in a very, very, very aggressive manner. So I'm kind of taking it like really easy on there. I can't believe this thing got to fucking 44 grand, man. So this thing is very scary right now, so I'm kind of staying away from it for now. It already moved up 11%, so yeah. Okay, we got here, that was a pretty big sharp drop there in the past hour. EOS literally just dropped that much. What the fuck? 7% drop. That would have been a scalper's dream. But EOS is not interesting at all. Like, I don't want to watch. I don't want to look at this coin. It's so sloppy, man. So you get demoted again. Omizi Go was really fun, but fuck, this is a boring coin, right? It's based on price action. It's just kind of reaching the 200 EMA right there. It's also reaching a region over here, right? There's not any perfectly formed zigzags, so it makes it really uninteresting for me to trade based on fib, right? This was probably 786 around there, I'm guessing. Yeah, this is at the 786, so this gets demoted. It's not interesting to me. Litecoin is not interesting as well right now. Okay, I already caught that short that you guys know about at the $54 range. Spikes up, comes down, and right now this is kind of on par with what I would say with Link and Vet. Okay, so this is coming. It's going up there. Oops, sorry. I did that right. I wasn't looking. Yeah, so now we're at the 786 fib range. So we shorted it from there. We made a great guess here at the 54, right? And you take a look at here. It comes down, and then it just goes up, right? Like some sort of figure there. It's not that different than Ethereum, where it just comes down there and then it just goes up to that kind of way. And then it's like kind of like Vet, or not Vet, sorry, I meant Link as well. So we know that Link, Ethereum, and LTC are kind of similar right now. So I'm not that interested in LTC, but I will group it up there with, for example, LTC and Link. We'll just do that. And then Vet and ADA, of course, or sorry, F, Link, and LTC. Yeah, they're the same. ADA is my trading one right now, so I'm just going to move that up there actually to just keep more organized. This one drops to the downside, so there might be massive opportunity for long soon. That moves up. Wi-Fi, we'll leave that kind of prioritized down there. XRP is ugly as fuck? This goes down there. SXP. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What the fudge, sicko? SXP, baby. What are you doing right now for volume? Ooh, not bad, guys. $30 million. I like this. I likey. Automatically gets a bump up on my list. I likey because it's just dropping so much that we're probably, you know, the bullish, we're going to get a V correction soon. This is at 24 RSI on the hourly, or the daily, I mean. Oh man, it's just so ugly though. It's kind of like Wi-Fi. Gotta move this down. Take a look at it. It's like Wi-Fi too much, where it's inconsistent, and these parabolic moves down, they don't show any bullishly diverging, right? And we got no reference points as well for support. So Wi-Fi, this one here, this one, it's only where it started, which is kind of like an arbitrary place, so I can't take that too seriously. BCH is it's kind of the same category as Ethereum, Link, and LTC. Gets too high, comes down, and then, right, we're doing something up to go up there. So we just classify it with LTC here as well. We need to go, it's ugly, we said, right? XRP, ugly. Okay, so we literally just did a great morning market scan and went over every top coin here on this specific list. Kinda cool. Have yourselves a great morning, baby.